Which of the following is not a normal constituent of urine? So the constituent would be kind of like the ingredients of the urine. So which of these is not found in the urine? So another way of thinking about it, if someone gives a urine sample in a cup, what would you not normally find? So let's just take a look over here at options C and D. You have your sodium and chloride, or you might have your Na plus or your CO minus. So you want to pay attention when you see these electrolytes, because these are the substances that when it goes through the tubule, it's either being filtered out or reabsorbed back in. And then typically you would find these within a urine sample. Sodium is secreted from the kidneys and it's reabsorbed based on like an as needed basis. A lot of it is reabsorbed, but some of it is excreted out. So therefore you would find this in a urine sample. And the question is asking which is not a constituent of urine normally, so we can eliminate option C. Same with option D, chloride. It's usually secreted from the kidney depending on the body's need, and then the rest would be reabsorbed. So you want to be careful when you see these electrolytes because those should typically be part of the urine sample. Now, going between creatinine and protein. Now, protein is something that you could see in urine. However, you would want to be alerted if you see protein, because not to say that it's not found in urine, but when it is, there's usually a reason for it, and it's not considered a normal finding. For example, sometimes there's certain conditions where there could be large amounts of protein in the urine, and this would be concerning. This could be the sign of something more serious going on. Sometimes it might not necessarily be something serious, such as conditions like orthostatic proteinuria, which could have to do with positional changes with the protein in the urine. And it could be something that's benign or kind of harmless that you might see in an adolescent or young adult, but it's not something like a normal finding that you would be expecting to see normally within the urine. And therefore, this could be our answer here for which is not normally found as a constituent of the urine. Going back to option A, to creatinine. Creatinine is not reabsorbed or excreted, but it is exclusively filtered through the kidneys. So usually it would be at the rate of excretion from the bloodstream, and therefore you would find creatinine as a constituent of urine, and therefore we would eliminate option A. So protein would be your answer here of which is not normally found in urine.